So, hey guys, what's going on? Today in this video, I'm going to explain our organic acquisition funnel and how we use that alongside the paid acquisition funnel to help our brokers reach $100,000 per month. So, first of all, again, just like the paid acquisition funnel, there are 4 steps to this: attention, commitment and data collection, education, and then conversion. Now, the paid acquisition funnel, you paid with your money, and this one you're going to pay with your time. So, I'll just kick it off. In attention, we're getting attention from 2 separate places. First of all, we're going to do 100 to 200 cold calls a day. Now, what you could do is you could do them yourself, or you can hire a setter to do this for you. From what we found, you can hire like a $3 or $4 per hour setter to do all this for you, and they'll be pretty good. And you just give them the scripts, the system, and they could just follow it. The other thing you're going to do is record 1 sales asset per week to upload on YouTube. The reason I call it sales asset is it's a value-packed video that your clients would love. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Cold calls, the most basic thing ever. I've been trying, but none of this is working. Well, what if I told you we do it a different way? Instead of the regular traditional cold calls, we do it in a different way that no one's trying, and because no one's ready to go the extra mile. So what's going to happen is, usually in a cold call, you're trying to sell them on why you're the best to list, or like why you're the best to list their yacht and try to sell it. Now, what we're going to do is we're not even going to do that. So we're going to call up a lead. Let's say they have a Sunseeker 76 and we're calling them up about it. We'll call the lead up. We'll be like, hey, I was just wondering, are you looking to sell your Sunseeker 76? If they said yes, or if they said no, we're still going to do the same thing. We're going to tell them, I made this free video explaining how you can sort of prepare your yacht for selling, what the current market conditions are, and sort of how you could go about selling it. Would you be against me sending that over? Then the lead would be like, oh, whoa, I get multiple cold calls a day of guys trying to sell me something. This guy wants to sell me a free training. Sure, he can send it over. So they'll tell you, yeah, of course. What's going to happen is in this video, it'll be packed with value that your ideal client would find interesting. For example, probably the best way to go is have a video explaining, first of all, how they could prepare their yacht for selling, then dive into the market conditions, and then third, how they could go about selling it. And those 3 would probably hit all pain points of your prospects. Now, the next thing you're going to do is follow up with those leads 2 days after you've sent the video, just to see if they've watched the video and what their thoughts are. From what we found is 9 times out of 10, but keep in mind, not on the first follow-up, you're going to have to do 3 different follow-ups, so that's over a week time period. In one of those follow-ups, we found that 9 times out of 10, they always find the video valuable. They're like, oh, I loved it when you said this, I really like the points you mentioned. And what you're going to do on this follow-up call is you're going to ask them, do you have 5 minutes for a conversation so we can speak about that? If they said no, what you're going to do is you're going to collect their email and their phone number and then add them to a 6 to 12 day email sequence, or 6 to 12 email sequence and text sequence. What's going to happen in each one of these emails, you're going to give a call to action for a free consultation. Now, I spoke about this in my video about lead magnets and why it's so important to use free consultations, and lead magnets sort of convert the lead. But what's going to happen is all these emails and all the texts you'll send out will basically call to action for the free consultation. Now, which if they do allow you to continue the conversation, what you're going to do is you're going to dive deep to find their problems. And I know it might be hard to believe, but even in the yachting industry, each prospect has individual problems that they're trying to solve before listing their yacht. And if you could solve all these pain points, you're the one they'll go to. So what you're going to do is you're going to have to dive deep, do a form of discovery, and figure out what their pain points are. After that, you're going to share ways to solve this problem. You're going to tell them, okay, you could solve this problem by doing XYZ. You could go about this. Something I found with my clients is if you're facing this problem when you list your yacht, you could do it this way and they'll sort of replace that problem or get rid of that problem. And what they'll do is they'll just love that value. And again, you're going to reach the end of the call and not offer to list their yacht for them. You're going to offer a free consultation where you could take the information on their yacht, go do research, go do everything you can, go to Yacht World, go on the back end, figure out all the details you can, bring it back to them, and sort of present it to them. And this is like a lead magnet for the lead magnet. So instead of you instantly going for the close, you're going to book a call for a free consultation. And in this free consultation, that's when you ask for the close or ask for them to list with you. And remember from my previous video, I said people buy based on the prediction of future value. So all the steps we're doing here basically gives them a prediction of future value of working with you. And because of that, when you ask for the close, believe me, they'll be more than happy to close with you. If you found this video valuable, just hit that like, subscribe, and cheers.